What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie2988 coming at you live once again through the power of the internet. And I realized something over the past couple of weeks. I realized I need some therapy. And I'm not ready to go to a guy and pay him for therapy, but I am willing to talk to you. And I'm hoping you're willing to listen. And a large portion of therapy is self-discovery by talking. And I do want to do that today. And I'm going to turn off comments, and I'm going to turn off a lot of stuff, because I don't want to hear the same shit I hear every night, the same shit I heard on Twitter tonight. And I got to tell you, this video is probably going to be very close to a nervous breakdown. I haven't uploaded a video to this channel since January, and in January I was on a pretty high note. I talked about the fact that I had lost a very reasonable amount of weight. I had weighed 567 when I started the diet, and I got down to 499. By January, I was down to about 515. The lowest I got was 499, which is very, very good. I only weighed that for about a day. I got to 501 the next day when I had a little water, so a lot of it was dehydration, I think, but still very good. I'm very proud of 501. Today, I weighed in at 520 tonight on my way in from dinner, so I'm probably around 519, 520, 521 in that neighborhood. And that's not that bad. I mean, I put on 20 pounds since my lowest, but and that sucks. But the past few months have been a struggle. And I've binged a lot. I've binged because I was happy, so let's celebrate with food. And I binged because I was sad, and I got depressed, and I had emotional issues, and I remembered something my mother did, or I remembered something that happened to me, or I got nervous about the wedding coming up, and I got nervous about how I was trying to lose weight and get ready for it. And it's hard. A lot of that sounds like excuses. I get that, but through the abuse that I went through, and through the shit that I dealt with, and just the way that food has been a language for me. Food has been the only tool in my toolbox for a large portion of my life. It's how we celebrate. It's how we punish ourselves. It's how we deal with sadness. It's how we deal with this. Food, good food, good food. The positive, happy feeling that good food gets you. The satisfying mental craving. And finally, the voice in your head shuts up, And a lot of people think they have the answer. And they'll tell you, Boogie, you should go walking for an hour a day. I can't walk 10 steps with my arthritic knee and my arthritic back. That's not possible. We should try DDP yoga. Well, I have been working on a little bit of DDP yoga. I've been watching the videos, replicating some of the moves I've seen some of the bigger guys do. You should try lifting weights. I got two 15-pound hand weights I use every night. When I sit in here after filming while the video's pressing, I do as many reps as I can comfortably do, and even stupid shake weight and other stuff. And you should just try eating less. I get that too. Everybody's smarter than me. Everybody's got the answer. Everybody knows what to do. Tonight on Twitter, I was talking about this issue, and everybody just has the answer. It's right there in their pocket. It's move more, just eat less. But I have to undo my entire mental capacity. I have to untie food from everything. I have to learn to find the strength to ignore the constant craving for the foods that I've eaten my entire life. And in the past year, I have been successful at doing that. I've been very successful, more successful than I think anybody ever expected of me, more successful than anybody gave me credit for. But I have failed, and I have failed hard, and I've binged. And I've got 20 pounds of weight that I meant to lose, that I did lose, that I put back. And it's shameful, and it's awful, and it's shitty. And I've binged to celebrate birthdays and holidays. And I've binged to compensate for sadness and depression and anxiety. And I've binged to punish myself. I've binged so many different reasons. I've eaten food that I didn't want to eat while crying about eating it, because my body needed it. My brain needed it. And I knew on a level that I didn't want it. And I'll tell you something else that's fascinating. When I started eating low carb and I cut out sugar and I cut out wheat, I noticed a big change in the way I felt all the time, not just mentally, not with any depression, anxiety, stuff like that. The biggest thing I noticed was I didn't feel sick all the time. For years and years and years, when I was eating whatever I want, whenever I wanted, sugar and all that shit, I felt sick all the time. My heart was beating out of my chest. I could barely breathe. I could barely walk. My head hurt all the time. I had a heart arrhythmia. And I just thought to myself, this is what it's like to be in your 30s, your late 30s, and be fat. This is just how it is. I just want to feel sick all the time because of the shape I'm in. No, I feel pretty good when I'm not putting that shit into my body. I actually really do. I actually kind of feel healthy. That's just what it feels like to be poisoning yourself every day. That's what it feels like to be dying. And I feel that way every time I binge, by the way. And yet I can't not do it. Sometimes I can not do it. And I succeed. And it's great. And I'm having more successes than I am failures. More good days than bad. More light meals than heavy. And it's slow. And I'm not going to reach the goal that I set for myself for the wedding. I'd set the goal of 450 pounds. And right now, even if I went into starvation mode between now and the wedding, I'm not going to make it. My goal between now and the wedding is now 500. And I'm really hoping to get there. Portion control, avoid sugar, low carb, and just do my best to eat the right types of healthy, natural foods, and cut out the sugar, cut out the crap. Count my calories at MyFitnessPal. That's the thing. I know what to do. I know what to do. What I don't fucking know is how to do it. I said that on Twitter tonight. I don't fucking know how to do it. It's like screaming at a dead person to fucking wake up. It's like screaming at an alcoholic, just stop drinking. Your problems will go away. Just stop drinking, Tom. So, you want a weight loss update. Here's the best I got for you. I weigh 520 pounds, which is 30 less pounds than the name of this channel, and it's... I guess 37, 47 less pounds than the highest I was a year and a half ago. July of last year, 567 is what I weighed. So about a year ago. The most I ever weighed back in 2007 was 587, and I weigh considerably less than that. So I'm trending downwards, and that's good. It's a struggle. It's fucking hard. But I'm fighting. And I'm trying really, really hard. And I got no one I can talk to about it either. It's awful. It's awful because I don't want to scare my fiance with it. I don't want to hurt her. I don't want her to have to deal with my shit. I do talk to her about it, though, and she's wonderful about it when I do. But it's just hard because I don't want to hurt her. And I want to talk to you guys about it, but it's not helpful. You know, the feedback is awful. It's just awful, and it does more damage than good. It breaks my heart. It makes me feel worthless and shitty and like a failure. And people say, oh, you're just making excuses, man. If I wanted excuses, I have excuses, you know. I'll tell you a story I remembered tonight, and I told it to one of my friends, and I'll tell it to you here. One day my mom came home from school. She taught school, and I was home from school too, and she was just in a shitty mood, so she picked a fight, and she's like, what do you want for dinner? Food is really important in her house, by the way. You should probably know that. She fed me wrong on purpose in the hopes that I would be too fat to ever leave her. But anyway, she comes home and I'm sitting on the couch drinking a Pepsi and I'm watching TV and she says, what do you want for dinner? And I said, I could tell she was in a bad mood and I didn't want her to beat the shit out of me. So I said, it really doesn't matter, whatever you're in the mood for. Well, I need you to pick. Well, I really don't know, and I really don't care. Whatever you feel like fixing, Mom. Oh, you don't want my fucking food? Is that it? I work all day to provide for you, and no, Mom, that's not it. I don't know what it is. Do you just want to cook, or do you want to go get something? What do you want to do? Just whatever it is you want to do, please. Just tell me what it is you want to do. Well, you don't even give a shit, you piece of shit. And I don't remember the rest of the conversation. Here's what I do remember. I remember waking up on the ground and her feet coming to. Not waking up. I didn't get knocked out. But I mean, I just kind of, you blank out parts of that kind of abuse. And my head hurt, my legs hurt, my arms hurt. I remember that. And I was in the fetal position, protecting my face and my vital spots, my stomach, my genitals, her favorite spots. And she was kicking me. I remember her kicking me in the back, lower back. And she stopped, and she was out of breath. She tired herself out. And she said, "What about pizza then?" I like pizza. So we went and got pizza. We went to pizza because they didn't deliver around a small town. So we went to the Pizza Hut in Castlewood. And we picked it up, and we got all the fixings. You know, got a salad on the side smothered in ranch dressing. Or not ranch dressing. I liked Catalina. She liked ranch. And we got breadsticks and wings and large pizza. We took it home, and it was Thursday or Friday night. I remember the night that Cosby Show came on, and you know, in the '80s, and we watched it, and we ate pizza, and we laughed, and it was okay again. And that's one of the problems. Food has always made everything okay until it stopped making it okay, and now it makes it worse. And how do I shift from that? How do I fix that? How do I change that in my mind? I've made a lot of successes in the past year. I've made a lot of successes from that past year. Every time I take a bite, I try to think to myself, this is one less day that I'm going to get to spend with Des. This is one less YouTube video I'm going to make. This is one less day of life that I'll have. This is one less fan that will see my stuff. You know? I cry while eating. So I'm fucked up, man. I'm a wreck. I'm a mess. When it comes to food, I'm a mess, you know. But I don't know. So I'm about to turn on my web camera to film this mailbag, and I'm going to talk to a lot of people who are in even more pain than I am tonight, and I'm going to give them the strength and the love that I have, and I'm going to let them have it, and I'm going to give them all the advice and let them learn from my wrongs, and it's just, at least I can put some good into the world, even if I don't have the strength or ability to put some good into myself. And I'm trying. I promise you, I swear to God, I'm trying.